Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sinta Oktasari. My student registration number is 2117004. I would like to explain about comparison degree. I make this video for my final exam, advanced grammar subject. Definition: comparison is an adjective that change form and used to compare the things or people or other. Can be size, long, tall, and other. Kind of comparison. There are three kinds of comparison. For the first is positive degrees. Positive degrees, that is an adjective that used to compare the things or people that is have a same or similar level. The form to use these positive degrees, for the first is as adjective as. For example is David is as tall as my brother, like that. And then for the next is not less adjective than. For the example is not less clever, and your brother not less clever than me, like that. The second is comparative degrees. Comparative degrees is an adjective that used to compare the people or thing that have a higher level than comparator. That is usually used more or er. Comparative degrees example with use er. For example is today is colder than yesterday, like that. And then the next is use more. For example is Aglonema is more popular than Jasmine. The last is superlative degrees. Superlative degrees is an adjective that is used to compare the highest level all of the comparator. For the example is that is usually used most and then est, like that. For example, in use most, Alia is the most clever student in this classroom, like that. With using est, for example, is 11 is the biggest animal in this zoo. Okay, now I have 5 questions. For the first question is my handphone is as big as your handphone. Why? That sentence it used as blah 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 as because my handphone is same as your handphone, so that is used as adjective as, like that. The second question is Mutia not less clever than me. Why that sentence is used not less and then? Because Mutia and the writer have a same. Third question is the first pen is 2 centimeter, and then the second pen is 5 centimeter. So we can use comparative degrees to compare that thing. For example is the first pen is shorter than the second pen. Why? That is use shorter or er because the first pen is short than the second pen. The fourth question is the first shoes is good, but I don't like it. And then the second shoes is good. I like it so much. We can make a sentence. Lala more like the second shoes than the first shoes. Why that is used more? Because the second shoes is the best one than the first shoes in Lala's mind. The last question is tarsiers are the smallest primates in the world. Why in that sentence that is used smallest? Because tarsiers is the smallest primate in the world. There is not nothing another primate can compare the tarsier size like that. Okay, I think enough for my explanation about the comparison. I'm so sorry if I have a mistake. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.